All right,
Seriously.
goats in a bad way time. It can't be Tom Brady this week because he didn't play. He's been on it a couple of times this year, Chris. Give me the trivia question. We'll see who's the GOAT, possibly me if I get it wrong.
Okay, well, your favorite wide receiver in football, Justin Jefferson, on your favorite team with your favorite quarterback and the favorite colors and their favorite horn. And Justin Jefferson is the 5th rookie to get 1,000 receiving yards in 12 games. There's 4 others. Give me 1 or 2, and we'll let you go.
Odell Beckham Jr. only played 12 games as a rookie, and he got to 1,000 yards. Is he one of them?
I don't know the answer yet, but I would say yes,
okay,
because
I'll
that's
say
a good
Odell
call.
Beckham.
Yep.
I feel like Randy Moss is a trap. I'll take it. I'll take it. They jumped the gun. All right.
Kristen, what are you doing
Thank
back
you,
there?
Kristen.
Oh,
thank
it's
you,
Matt Casey? Well, it's Matt Casey. He's a Jets fan. He called the all-out blitz on the game was over. He called the all-out blitz and hit the button. Good job.
Yep. Anquan Bolden and Marcus Colston were the other two.
Man.
I'm looking at it here.
I wouldn't have thought of those. Anquan Bolden and Marquise
no.
Colston. Yeah, that's good names from the past there. All right, go ahead,
All
Dirk.
right.
You're the first pick.
I really thought Randy Moss was a trap. Okay, first pick for me. I got to start with Gregg Williams.
I mean, what? Of course.
I got to start with Gregg Williams. I have the list in front of me. It's like, gee, who do I go first? I mean, it's rare for me to have the full menu at my disposal. But, yeah, the steak this week, the 30-ounce porterhouse is Gregg Williams, and the idiocy that caused the Jets to blow their opportunity to get what likely would be their only win of the season, and he got fired for it the next day. We've had plenty of goats in a bad way over the past couple of years. No one got fired the next day. He did. He's the GOAT of the year, Chris.
I mean, yes, that was the easy first pick. There's no doubt about that. GOAT of the year might be the GOAT of the decade right now with the way that looks. So I'm with you there, no doubt. I'm going to go down to Mike Thomas in the Bengals-Dolphins game. I mean, to me, what he did, those cheap shots. Listen, I can deal with it once, and even though the first time it looked a little egregious, to do it a second time and just take a shot at a guy when he's totally unprotected like that and just go full speed at him. The thing I told you, too, I didn't like after the first time. I felt like they were almost happy on the Cincinnati sideline that it happened, and they were telling him good job and doing all that. Wasn't a good look. Wasn't a good look for the Bengals, and no matter what you think, I mean, I know it's football, but, man, that's just cheap shot. You can ruin guys' careers doing stuff like that. That, to me, had no place in the game. Him headhunting defenseless punt returners does not make me think you're tough or anything like that. So, to me, that would be my first pick of the GOAT of the week.
Yeah, and that's a good one. Anytime someone crosses the boundaries like that, they deserve the negative recognition. And in that same vein, this one was odd to me. I saw the report yesterday afternoon from NFL media that not one but 2 players have been suspended for stepping on opponents. Nobody ever gets suspended other than Ndamukong Suh for stepping on an opponent. He got suspended once, and it was overturned when he accidentally stepped on the lower leg of Aaron Rodgers, the same lower leg that had had a calf muscle injury earlier that year. He claimed that it was cold that day at Lambeau Field and his feet were numb. He didn't know where he was stepping. He did avoid the suspension. He stepped on Evan Dietrich Smith Thanksgiving Day 2011 and got suspended for that. But both Sean Williams of the Bengals and Teair Tart of the Titans suspended 1 game for stepping on an opponent, something that never happened. So whatever they did, and the eye in the sky doesn't lie, they deserve to get suspended, and maybe they get it overturned, but it at least got the attention of the NFL. So don't step on opponents, folks. Come on. We have an enhanced and unprecedented sensitivity to player health and safety in the NFL, which is a good thing. Any of this stuff that would have flown in the 70s, 80s, 90s doesn't fly anymore, and when you do it, you get called out for it.
Yeah. I mean, there's no, excuse for that kind of crap. And you should get called out for it. I mean, that's horrible. Who were the 2 guys? I missed the names. Who were the both guys?
Sean Williams of
Right.
the Bengals and Teair Tart of the Titans, both suspended 1 week for stepping on an opponent.
Wow. Okay, I knew the Sean Williams one. I did not know the Titans player. So that's a good one. All right, I'll take that. That crap's got to go. It's just so stupid and amateur. That's like high school crap. I'm pretty sure I got to go with Nick Martin here. I'm a little tentative too here because I haven't watched that film and I'm not sure. Nick Martin was healthy for that game, right? That was him that snapped the ball at the end of so Texans center, I'm going to play it safe for right now. I'm pretty sure it was Nick Martin. Maybe Matt Casey or Pete Demolitis can check just to make sure. But
it always helps to make sure you know who the GOAT is before you put the horns on the GOAT.
I couldn't pull up the film and watch it real quick, but I that to me, just that moment. The Texans being inside the 5-yard line, Nick Martin, he was there. I'm being confirmation in my ear. But it's Deshaun Watson. I mean, once he gets inside the 5 or 10, it's almost like, oh, no, he's going to score a touchdown. This is Deshaun Watson. I mean, they had it there to win the football game and upset the Indianapolis Colts. Watson's so phenomenal. To have that bad snap in that moment, I mean, it kind of wraps up the whole Texans football season in a nutshell right there. But I got to give Nick Martin the GOAT of the week. As good a player as he is, that was a bad one right there.
And now I'm torn. I'm thinking about going Dan Bailey because he missed 2 extra points and a 51-yard field goal, which it's not a chip shot, but it's not like a 51-yard field goal used to be. I mean, that game should not have gone to overtime, and it was funny how the Vikings drove it as close to the goal line as they could, so he couldn't miss the game winner when they had the chance to walk off. But I'll go with the 49ers defensive back, specifically the 49ers corners, Jason Verrett and Richard Sherman. It's the most recent. We saw it last night, and it just and look, maybe it was a testament to the skill of the Bills' offense, but it just was not a good look. And again, it's a far cry from last year when you have a great pass rush and you don't get tested the way they got tested last night. But they got exposed last night, and it was ugly.
Yeah, definitely did. I thought you might go there. I was probably going to take Richard Sherman with my next pick. Just some of the things he did last night, giving up a few big plays. It was a tough night. Good weapons, and, our boy Blue was en fuego. I mean, he talked about it. The ball just felt really good in his hand, and, man, that was pretty special. I think that solidifies him as one of the best quarterbacks in football. There's no doubt about that. All right. I mean, I don't know. Have I picked this every week of the whole year? But I'm going to do it again. Chargers special teams, okay? Chargers ordinary teams. I don't know what the hell to say anymore, but I got to say it. I didn't want to pick it just because I was like, I'm so sick of picking it. But to lose 45-0, okay, that's one thing. So it's like the organization, the special teams, Anthony Lynn, the special teams coach that got relegated to another assistant position 2 weeks ago. I mean, disaster. But holy crap. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Block field goal, touchdown. Punt return, touchdown. Can't line up in punt formations. We talked about that yesterday. There was 5 punts in the game. 3 of them were messed up before the snap even happened because the Chargers couldn't get the right people on the field. I mean, that to me is just mind-blowing. So as much as I like Anthony Lynn and stuff, that one that's a bad one. The Chargers special team, just a disaster.
And it was reported yesterday in multiple places that the Chargers aren't going to make a decision on Anthony Lynn until the season ends. It feels like it's moving in the direction of coaching change. When you have a great quarterback like Justin Herbert and you're losing so many of these games with self-inflicted wounds, it's
hard to survive that.
It's got to change. It's a shame because we both really like Anthony Lynn, but at some point you just have to make a change.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.